Coming in from the weight room, I know a lot of you maybe haven't experienced what we do in here, but Coach Gableman does an unbelievable job with our guys. So just want to give him credit. This is his space, and he does an amazing job here. A couple things that did come out last week that I did want to call attention to was, first off, Nate Hanley being Rookie of the Month. Nate's had a tremendous start for us, 9 points in his first 10 games. Our leading scorer now with 11 points after this weekend. A guy that, as a first-year guy, been able to come right in and make an impact in our lineup, so really happy for him to get rewarded. And then I think something that's kind of been long awaited for everybody was just the announcement of captains. Really excited about having tri-captains in Connor Murphy, Owen Ferris, and Ben Tucker. Those 3 guys have just been unbelievable in the locker room to deal with and work with. And, the guys voted for it as well, and it was pretty clear-cut that those were the guys that are going to be our leaders for us. They stepped right in on Friday night and helped us get that victory, and looking forward to see them leading throughout the rest of the season. This past weekend, we were at the North Country, a little bit of homecoming for me to go back, and our guys gave a gutsy effort. Really proud of them for how hard they played on Friday night. Game started, and I thought Clarkson really took it to us for the first couple of minutes. We were on our heels. They drew a power play and scored early in the game, and it wasn't maybe the start that you wanted, but the guys just kept working, kind of fought through it and found a way to tie the game up on the power play. Liam Robertson with a nice tip from a shot from the point. And even though the first maybe wasn't the way we had drawn it up, we were able to create a turnover, and Josh Nixon scored late in the first period to put us up 2-1. And even though it didn't play our best, we went in the locker room up 2-1. And that's a really nice thing for a young hockey team on the road against a really talented Clarkson team, to be up 2-1 when you didn't play your best. I thought in the second we really settled into the game. Game was kind of back and forth, no one scored, and then it went to the third where we were able to get one. A few minutes into the third, Tyler Watkins got a great, just hard-working goal being at the net and put us up 3-1. And we kind of had a sense of like, hey, we can do this now. And it's a hard place to play there, and the guys kept battling. And we had to kill off a lot of penalties, which was kind of a theme for us on the weekend, as we were on the kill too much. But Clarkson was able to get one late with 3 minutes left on the power play. But when you have Connor Murphy in the net, you can make some mistakes. And even though we made some, it wasn't the prettiest of wins. He was there to bail us out and to really secure the win for us. Came away with a 3-2 win, which was, for me, I told the guys before the games that I'd been a part of a lot of wins. This win was going to mean the most for me, and I'll be honest, it was the most meaningful win I've ever had at that rink, and it was a lot of fun to be a part of, so really grateful for the guys, just how hard they competed. Saturday night, going to St. Lawrence, it was Legends at Appleton weekend, and they were honoring one of their legends in Coach Marsh, and they had a ton of alumni back. The building was full, and it had a ton of energy. We were able to kind of control the first period. We didn't get a ton of shots, but we controlled play 5-on-5. Took 4 penalties, and you put yourself behind the 8 ball when you're killing penalties like that. We were able to score a power play goal, but the 4 penalties really took the wind out of our sails. We weren't able to really extend the lead. Carter Corpy with the goal, crashing the net hard, which is again something we've been practicing and preaching, is just getting to the net. So glad he got rewarded for that. But we were only up 1. Go into the second. Again, kind of a boring second for the first 10 minutes. Then we take a penalty. Again, we had 7 penalties on the weekend. Some of them I thought were questionable calls, but we did put ourselves in bad spots at times, which caused penalties, so we can't be doing that if we want to win. The one on Chris Theodore I thought was a little bit questionable. It was an interference call, but they score on the power play to make it 1-1. And then they score a few minutes later to make it 2-1, and now again, a game where we felt like we hadn't been giving up too much, going into the third period down 2-1, when we weren't able to extend that lead, and that put us in a bad spot in the third, where they scored 2 more goals off of transition plays. We were able to get one back late to make it 4-2 with Cullen Ferguson getting his first goal. So really excited and happy for him to be able to do that, but not the way you want to do it in a loss. Again, penalties were the problem for us. It's something that's going to be addressed today at practice, and we'll talk about, and we got to learn and grow from it, because I do like a lot of the way we're trending as a team, but if you're going to be in the box all night, it's going to be tough to win. That road trip is a tough one, so we're going to bank the 3 points we got out of it, but it would have been nice to get the 6. We got to start backing up big wins with a better effort on the second night, and that's going to be the theme for us going into this weekend. Is we have Dartmouth on Friday. They're a younger hockey team as well. Have to be physical and hard on them. They have a freshman goaltender that's been pretty good, so we'll have to test him early. And then we come back on Saturday with Harvard. And Harvard is as talented of a team as we're going to see in the league this year. Extremely skilled. I guess Friday night against Dartmouth is going to be military appreciation night. Saturday, come back with Harvard is going to be pink in the rink. So you have a chance to support there. We'd love to see you. Saturday, we're going to have to be on our best because this might be the most skilled team we've played all season. One thing I did want to mention and send well wishes to is Chris Chadwick, who just had open heart surgery, triple bypass surgery, and he's recovering. So wanted to send well wishes to you from myself and the team. Keep pushing through, and hopefully we see you at the rink soon. Go you.